The problem is not the problem. It's your attitude towards the problem.
Hello and welcome to Sailor Success. I am Asim Rastogi, and as always, today I have come up with such a great interview with one such personality which was long awaited, and he is the most desired bachelor, a mafia-style master mariner, living American dream in Goa, having a fleet of supercars and great fame in Tito's Lane in Goa. And we must welcome
Captain Schubert Jacinto Piraes.
Hello, buongiorno, and bom dia, buenos dias, buenas tardes, dobre din, dobre utro, and
that's great.
Konnichiwa, and yoboseo since I'm in Korea right now. And
Okay.
a warm welcome to everybody who's watching this. And I hope, we have a good time with each other in this interview. Okay, that should be a Captain Schubert Jacinto Piraes. Yeah, now we got it right.
Sure,
Let's just go ahead.
Viewers, I must tell you that it's been long time that we've been waiting for this interview to happen, and today I got a chance, and Captain Saab is waiting to join the ship, and so we got an opportunity that we can have a good conversation about his lifestyle. And I am sure that anybody who goes across his Facebook profile would always would want to be like him or live his life at one point of time. And we must not forget that he is a very, very good author, and we will talk about it in the show. The first question that I asked to all my guests is that how your shipping journey got started. Like, what made you come into shipping, and what made you the personality you are? Please, sir.
Well, it's been a long journey. I've been 20 years in shipping, believe it or not. A lot of people don't believe that I've been 20 years in shipping. The first 10 years was a struggle. It was very difficult. And that's going to be the same for everybody else who is joining this profession. What everybody just sees is my cars, they see my bikes, they see the lifestyle. And that's just the top of the iceberg. What they don't see is all the hard work that goes in below into reaching that place. So it's 10 years of a lot of hard work going up through the ranks from cadet.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So after that, I wanted to say that like everybody else, like people who join this profession, my mom, my sister, and they all wanted me to be a guy in uniform. So one option was to join the Army or the Navy or the Air Force. And then we just came across this brilliant profession where you get to see the whole world. There's a lot of freedom, and you are a guy in uniform. And the main thing is the adventure. You get to see so many new countries, you get to travel a lot. And that was the main reason why I joined this profession. Somebody's paying me to do what I love to do, so I'm not complaining. I love this profession. I just love what I do. I love sea life. I belong to sea. I don't belong on land,
That's fabulous. That's the beauty about being a mariner. Be it any discipline, being a mariner, we all are self-made people. So this is the best part. Once someone comes across your lifestyle, what you exactly do, what you the life that you're living. So how do you maintain this charisma? Like you are so humble at the same time, you are so charismatic. How you manage that?
Well, let me explain it this way. I come from a very simple background. I didn't have money to start with. Okay. And whatever I've made in life, I've made it on my own through my own hard work. It's not, this lifestyle is not meant just for celebrities or for the rich or people who are born into rich families. I come from a very simple background. So I came from nothing. And then the same as each and every one of you watching it out there, it's you come from wherever you are, but you can reach phenomenal places in life if you put in the hard work, the dedication, and the focus. Choose any target, choose any goal, focus on it, and you go for it. And you just reach there. You will reach there no matter what the obstacles. When you reach there, then you focus on the next target, and then the next target, and that's how you keep progressing through life. So it's for anybody and everybody who has the willpower. It's not about coming from a rich background or coming from being gifted or being talented. You have to put in the hard work, focus, dedication, and determination, and you will get there, definitely.
That's a very important lesson that you gave to even me and to everybody who will watch this video, because setting up goals, everybody sets up goals, and then in some few set of time the goals vanish. But the point that you mentioned, that you take up small goals and then you reach up to the biggest goal,
yes,
is very essential. And I really appreciate that you mentioned this point.
That is true. I just show you another tattoo which I've got. One of the tattoos which I've got. It's
that's
in Greek.
fabulous.
It's in Greek, which
Uh-huh.
says, "To have what few people have, you have to do what few people do." It's as simple as that.
Correct.
That's absolutely correct. So I must not forget to tell that Sir is trying to be so humble, and he is living a life of a I must say a playboy, having Hummer, Mercedes Benz, Porsche, Harley Davidson, what you can think of. He is owning that, and he comes from a simple background. Never think that he has been funded by somebody, but he made it, he did it for himself, and we also can do it just by setting up the goals as he told us. Because you are so much into fitness, so you also donated some gym equipment to your local establishment. So how such ideas came to your mind?
Actually, let me put it this way. Over the years, I've come to realize that fitness is a very important part of everybody's life.
Correct.
When it comes to being fit, it's something that I focus on when I'm on the ship. When I'm on vacations, it's a different story. But when I'm on the ship, I focus on getting into health, getting into good shape.
Yes,
And
for sure.
having a fit body also helps you have a fit mind.
Correct.
Which is the most important thing, is to have mind fitness, and having a fit and healthy body is good for you, good for everybody knows the benefits of this.
Right.
And my way of helping the guys back home is just my way of giving back. There are a lot of people who come from backgrounds where they cannot afford expensive gyms,
Right.
so we've just donated some equipment to help these guys. It's just for people to get into fitness for their own health and well-being.
Correct.
And it's something I've always promoted because I've seen the benefits of it myself over the last few years. And it's the way to go. It's the way to go in today's time. It helps you refresh, clean your mind, and stay calm and focused, even through the most difficult times, through the most challenging situations in life, whether you have it on the ship or you have it on vacation, or like through this present crisis that people are going through with the coronavirus. You have a strong, healthy body and a strong, healthy mind. It helps you get through any kind of situation in life with an easier way to focus. Yeah,
It's a stress buster, I think. I also follow
it is
you,
a stress buster. It is the best stress buster ever, actually.
Correct, because I also follow you, and I see you take up different challenges, and you engage the whole crew of the ship, not only yourself, but you engage everybody.
And still, fitness can be contagious. When especially when you do it from the top, and then everybody watches you, and people watch you, they observe you, and then they follow you. So even with gymming on board, no matter what job you do on the ship, whether you're an engineer, you're working on deck, whether you're a crew member, you have to find at least 30 minutes from 24 hours.
Correct.
30
That is
minutes
correct.
to 1 hour just for yourself.
Okay. And
Especially your signature jumps. The signature jumps that is fabulous. So that's
Now
very
I'm working
good.
on my Superman jump. The Superman.
I saw a glimpse of that.
The main thing is to have fun in the gym. You go
Correct.
and you don't work out like it's a daily boring routine.
Right,
Put on some
right.
music, try different exercises on different days. You get bored of one exercise, try something else. Keep
Correct.
innovating, improvising on
Correct.
board.
That's
the way to go.
correct,
Yeah.
because if you do the monotonous Monday to Friday chest, press, biceps, triceps, so everybody will get bored.
It gets very boring. Yeah, it gets
Correct.
very
It's
boring. Gets
boring.
very
Correct.
monotonous. You have to
So
keep
we don't-
changing for your muscles to grow. Yeah.
That's correct. That's absolutely correct. So I hope by watching this, many people will get motivation, especially the new cadets, because now people are into binge watching. They are into Netflix. When the duties gets over, they just stick to the computer screen. So I think it's not a good idea. It's going to the gym.
That is, I want to highlight that also. That's a big problem in today's world. People are so addicted to their phones, so
Correct.
addicted to social media, which are irrelevant, and it's just wasting their time. You focus on getting yourself better first. Focus on your goals. Focus on your own improvement. Whether it's gym, whether it's reading, whether it's learning something, learn something new every day. I'm also into learning languages. That's a good
Right.
way to exercise your brain. So you learn languages. It's another way you challenge your brain to, like body exercises, you also need to do brain exercises. You need to challenge your IQ, keep fresh, stay on top, because the brain is like any other body part. It's a muscle. You
Right, correct.
don't exercise it, you're going to lose those brain cells,
And I follow you for since long time, so I think my audience will also understand and follow it. And there's one aspect about your life that not many people know until now, I guess, and that is that you have been a writer. You have been an author since long time, and not many people know about it. So I read your biography, so that is why I know a little bit that you have been writing humorous things about your friends and all, and then it went on to writing two amazing books. I will put the details in the description, and you can definitely watch out the books. They are available on Amazon and Captain Saab's website also. So please tell us about it, sir. What are the name of the books?
Okay, well, let's tell you about how I got there first.
Yes, please.
Back in the day when we were cadets, and we didn't have smartphones. We didn't have so much of internet. We just had emails.
Right.
That was our only way of entertaining each other, And as cadets and as a group of cadets, I would write these funny short stories, these poems, just to entertain all my friends. And I would do a lot of writing, writing stuff to my friends, not just on the ship, at home, here. And then a lot of people pointed out that I have a gift for writing, and
nice.
It was humorous, it was funny. And then one day I just figured out, the day I became captain, this first day you become captain at a young age, and you're like, fuck, there's nothing to do. What do you do 24 hours? You're in this position. So I thought, why not write? And I started writing my first book. And I just went with the flow, and I basically wrote it to entertain myself. So even the second book, I've written it to entertain myself. And then, well, it's out there to the audience. If you like it, you read it, you laugh, you get entertained. It's up to you how you see the book, So the first book is pretty much my theory in life. It says, I'll live when I'm alive, I'll sleep when I'm dead. It's
correct.
The point I'm trying to bring across to everyone is you have only one life to live. You have only one life to live. You make the most of it, and then you die.
Right.
So forget about the afterlife. Maybe it's there, maybe it's not there. People don't know. Forget about your past. Okay, that's gone behind you. The future is uncertain. You don't know what's going to happen, but you focus on the present. And you focus on living the best life you can today. While you're alive. Who knows, tomorrow you might not wake up alive. Second book I published last year. It's called Thou Shall Not Get Married. This is a very funny book, and it's a very funny topic.
Super amazing topic.
It targets the one single aspect that not many people talk about.
Right.
And is the one aspect which makes a big difference in everybody's life. Think about the one big decision that changed their life forever or for the rest of their lives is the decision to get married.
Of course.
And I'm a person who views it differently. So yeah, there's nothing wrong in it. If you want to go for it, you go for it. But I'm just giving you my viewpoint on why the benefits of staying single in life, to do what you want, when you want, you're answerable to nobody. You live life the way you want to live. And in my opinion, the most important thing for anybody in their life is the word called freedom. That is the most important thing in your life. Do what you want, when you want, for yourself, to make yourself happy, without having to answer to anybody. That is the one aspect that everybody gets stuck in life, They get stuck with answering to their parents, answering to the wife, answering to the kids, answering to the grandparents, answering to your neighbor, answering to your boss. The day you reach a stage in life where you're not answerable to anybody, that's the day you have found your freedom, nirvana. That's the day you have reached.
That's correct. And I must tell the audience that if you see his life, you will definitely regret if you have done it already. It's really necessary to watch.
That is there. I get that feedback from a lot of people who are married, and they're like, "Damn, I should have read your book, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, before I got married." So this is for the next generation. This book is there for the next generation out there.
Correct.
So how much more you can do in life without getting married,
Of course.
So think about it. Read the book. It's a very funny book.
That's really inspiring, because writing 2 books and writing other kind of humor, it's really motivating, because it takes you away from the technology. And then also it enhances your mindset skills. So definitely,
it's another form of brain exercise, like I told you also.
That's correct. And for the people who are interested, who of course you would be. So I will put the details in over here, and you can just check out the books that sir have written, and they are interesting. So we will go on to the next question. And this is nowadays, the times when the shipping industry you entered, or I am myself also, it's been 10 years. So the times for the new generation, it has changed drastically. So what do you suggest to the new guys to survive in the shipping industry and to sustain, to get to the ranks they dream of? So what is your advice on that, sir?
Well, I'll have to agree with you on this, that shipping has changed and it has become more difficult for the younger generation.
Right.
Back in my time when we were cadets, we had ships like this. You get off one ship, you don't have time for vacation, you get on the next ship,
That's
you
correct.
finish your sea time as soon as possible. And with us, I went for my exams very fast. I just would finish the sea time, go for the exams. And that's my suggestion to all you guys out there is finish your exams while you're young. Because the older you get, the more difficult it gets to pass the exams, the more difficult it gets to remember things, and your brain cells start dying. So
Correct.
finish it off at an early age. But what's happening is in today's times, especially the cadets, the junior officers, the third officers, junior engineers, they're finding it very difficult to find ships. And this has been happening for the last 4 or 5 years. But my thing is, anything good in life always has difficulties, always has challenges, always has obstacles. So everybody faces challenges in life. And I've faced challenges in my life at higher ranks. And my logic and my advice to the youngsters is the earlier in life you face these challenges, the harder and stronger it makes you at an early age
That
in
is
life,
correct.
which is your advantage.
That is correct.
The earlier in life that you get strong and strengthened and hardened up, it takes you through life much easier the rest of your life. So at an early age, if you're stuck in a situation, just don't give up. Don't give up. You focus on your goal, like I've told you, and it's in my books as well. Once you become captain, then you can think about cars, bikes, and a different lifestyle.
Of course,
like
correct.
I'm doing.
Of course.
But because I've already put my exams and I put my studying and my hard work behind me, now it's different targets to keep me motivated. It's not to show off. It's not something I get to show off to the public that I've got these cars, these bikes, this lifestyle.
course.
It's for me. It's a motivation for me. It's like, okay, this is my target. I need to keep on working. I need to keep on doing what I do best to focus on this target. If I don't have targets, I may just quit shipping or put my legs up and take it easy. And that's where I'll start making mistakes in life. And you have to be on the ball. You have to be sharp. You have to be
Right.
on it. You have to focus only on that. There will be distractions. There will be all kinds of obstacles. There will be like the coronavirus right now. It's another challenge. It's another challenge. You don't look at it as something that is demoralizing or something like that. It has affected not just you and me. It has affected everybody around the world.
Everybody. Correct.
And the situation remains the same. I put this in my books as well. The situation always remains the same. It depends on your way of looking at it. You can be happy about it. You can be sad about it. You can be angry about it. Like even the famous captain Jack Sparrow says, the problem is not the problem. It's your attitude towards the problem. Okay? So
Absolutely.
it all depends on your attitude towards the problem. So the coronavirus is here. It's here going to stay for a while. It depends on how you look at it. And I've taken a lot of positive things from this coronavirus.
So I would request you to tell, what do you think about my initiative at Sailor Success, how it is, and how I should improve? Please tell me.
I think it's a brilliant initiative, and
Thank you.
it's great that you're doing things like this. And
Right.
it's very motivational to the youngsters out there. So
course,
people need constant motivation. They need to see successful stories. They need to see what a great profession this is to be in. And what you're doing with your page, Sailor Success, is just a great way of motivating people. I think you should continue and bring more stories forward to motivate all the youngsters who are joining this profession out there.
Right.
And I hope we can do more videos together sometime soon.
For sure, we'll do it. We'll do it. This is the first one. I from everybody, all the viewers of Sailor Success, from everybody's side, I would like to thank you for giving your time and we had a great conversation which everybody would enjoy and learn a lot of stuff out of that, to how to begin with and how to achieve your goals. You've talked about everything almost, and in our upcoming videos we will take up more topics and it will be inspirational for most of the people. I really thank you for coming to Sailor Success.
Yeah, thank you, Asim.
Thank you.
And all you guys watching Sailor Success,
Yes.
click the like button, put your comments
Yes,
below,
please.
and do follow my page, Captain Schubert Jacinto
I
Perez,
will
on
put.
Facebook and Instagram. It's somewhere here, Captain Pirate 69. That's my Instagram ID.
Yes.
Do follow me, and hope we all can get around this coronavirus and everybody can have a successful life and get on with their lives, and all the best. And
Yes, that's great.
buonasera, ciao, and
Ciao.
buenas noches, and paka paka. See you.